As I Lay Bleeding of Timothy Abbott and Arcana Mundi's Our Time Has Come. Timothy, that one gets me. That one just absolutely blows me away.
That's a one-taker. I did that in one take.
Get out.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're lying. Come on, one take.
My background, I'm a wailer. I used to be I had to learn how to re-sing when I worked with Matt because Matt wanted me to emphasize my baritone, which is not my normal singing range, but, I was able to go ahead and work with it, and it was awkward at first, but now it's really comfortable. He's just a great teacher, He's just a teacher.
Right, we have a question from one of our listeners, so if you'd like to go ahead, Kat.
Yeah, Kat, go ahead.
Hi. Well, first of all, I'm loving the music so far. It is brilliant. But the one thing I wondered was, from the music I've heard so far, where does your inspiration come from?
Would you repeat that? You were distorting a little bit.
Where does your music come from? Where does the inspiration come from when you write your songs?
That's a good question. Thank you. A lot of different places, Kat. Sometimes I've been real emotional, like there's a song on the Figurados called Drift to Sleep that I wrote about the passing of my mom, which was a really good story. But other songs I've been inspired, especially the happy ones that you hear on this collection, the love songs. I was inspired by my wife. When I met her, I hit this just explosion of inspiration of love songs, and they were just coming at me out of nowhere. And I like I was saying earlier, I drive down the road, I'd sitting doing something one time in a movie. I mean, it just started coming at me, and I knew it. That's the way I write. When the dam breaks, I try to grab every drop of water I can. And so I must have written probably something about 60 songs over about a year and a half period.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But other things that inspire me is like, seeing people that, the trials and tribulations they go through, because, I've had my share, and I'm a pretty self-deprecating guy, but, I can say that because I've been there, man. I had to deal with a lot of people in the music business, as well as, family members and loved ones that, had addiction problems, and, there's that kind of thing inside you that makes you want to do the right thing, and you help those folks out, and that's inspired me to write some music in return as well, and just a number of different things. I have a daughter that's inspired me to write a few songs, about being a parent,
Tim, one of the things I love about having you on my show is that, like when we get into a rap, I forget sometimes that I'm on the radio. I just get into a rap, we get talking and stuff, and I feel like I'm just sitting in the living room talking with you about stuff, and I forget what time it is, what's going on, where I'm at, and if it weren't for Steve reminding me, hey, don't forget we're at the top of the hour, I would never remember simple stuff like, oh yeah, by the way, you're listening to Mark Mercer's Loving, Caring, and Sharing, and this is Timothy Abbott's CD release party for his album Our Time Has Come, and coming up, we have a lineup of shows. We just this, what was it, Wednesday, I guess? We actually we had just a whole lot of things come together. And Steve, I was wondering, would you mind telling everybody who we've got coming up on our Friday nights for the next few weeks?
I would be glad to, Mark. We have a wide selection of guests coming up. Next week, on February the 24th, Susan Calsil will be joining us. If you remember music back in the 70s, the Calsil family was quite famous. In fact, they kind of were the inspiration behind the Partridge Family.
That's right.
And so she will be with us next week. She lives down in New Orleans. She's still recording, and in fact, if you're an HBO fan, she's been on Treme here of late, and so she'll be with us next week. On March the 2nd, 2 weeks from tonight, Tommy J will be with us, and that's our evening of doo-wop, and we're very excited about that. He's going to kind of give us an introduction to doo-wop during that program. and will be telling us all sorts of different things about doo-wop, its origin, and the different genres within doo-wop. On March the 9th, we have Wild Bill for America. I love this guy. His Facebook page actually says, "My mission in life is to encourage and entertain conservative Americans through my Wild Bill for America videos and public speaking." And he has a lot of great videos on YouTube and other places. And he will be joining us on March the 9th.
That's right. And Bill Pullman's the guy that actually introduced us to him. And
that's correct.
What was it, 3 weeks ago?
That's correct. And so we're very excited about having Wild Bill with us. He is a great guy with an amazing background. And then on March the 16th, a month from tonight, Juliana Barwick will be with us. Juliana is a unique musical artist. She is on tour even as we speak in Iceland. Iceland. She just came back from a tour of Australia. She's been to Europe, all over Europe and England. Very interesting and unique artist, and you can
How would you describe her music? Because I don't even. There's a non-genre for you. What
it is definitely a non-genre music. She has developed this style herself, and she uses loops, and actually sings and then loops it, and then loops it, and then loops it, and she can actually harmonize with herself live while she's doing it. And it is, and Juliana has an incredible background. She's sung in the opera. She's sung all kinds of different genres, and so she'll be with us on March the 16th.
Man, I'll tell you, I'm psyched about the next couple of weeks.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's just, you know what, it's just, I'm going to tell you something. I really didn't care a lot for Facebook, like when I first got, one of the guys from the old days when I used to do my show said, you really got to get on Facebook. And I was like, come on, MySpace, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. I could care less. But just ever since, I guess pretty much in the last 6 months of meeting more people and, just catching on to that there really is a social networking ability here. And then, of course, meeting you, Tim, really was the springboard for it all, because it all started making sense. It's like, hey, I can type in somebody's name here, type, and hey, what do you know? They're on Facebook, like Susan Calso. I just asked her to be a friend, and she accepted my request. And then 2 seconds later, I just typed in a little message to her. Hey, Susan, I'm Mark Mercer. I host Mark Mercer's Loving, Caring, Sharing. Would you ever consider coming on my show and let me interview you? And she types right back to me. She says, sure. And I'm like, who'd have thunk? And then it just kind of, it's been going on from there. So we've got, just some neat stuff going on right now. I'm really jazzed about. So anyway, but what I'm really jazzed about right now is our CD party we got going for Tim. And what was the last song we just? Oh yeah, As I Lay Bleeding. Okay, so let's see. We've done about not quite half of the songs on the CD. I don't know if we're going to get to them all. 2 hours is not enough. You know that?
Never is.
Yeah.
I have heard that before.
Well, let's play another one. Let's play Olive Branch.
Oh, nice. Danny, you got Olive Branch handy? Is that available?
Of course.
Of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now at Mark Mercer's Loving, Caring, Sharing, Timothy Abbott's CD party for Our Time Has Come, Olive Branch.
Together, some friendships can make it through the bitter weather and the changes from a storm. Somehow, why do people in love part so bitter? How can one dislike someone they used to love? Given time, will space heal all things? Yes, I did, and I'm so sorry. dry the tears that pour from the eyes of someone who would feel so betrayed. I want to take an olive branch, never let it go. Would you take this olive branch, knowing where it came from and its true significance is not lost? I never meant to hurt you. 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 Yes, I did, and I'm so sorry. That I did. Yes, I did, and I'm so sorry.